Welcome to the SwitchClicksPodcast, episode 62, recorded on December 7th, 2021. This episode will be discussing our predictions for the Game Awards 2021. Game announcements, winners, and all. My name is Dakota, and today I'm joined by Nathan.
Hello.
And after a 5-month hiatus, and after a 5-week hiatus, Tyler is back.
You know me, Mr. 5 months, just sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah. You didn't participate in Zelda month or the one
half
that we
a
came
year
back for. Yeah, so we're going to be going through the nominations for the Game Awards. This is happening Thursday night. We'll be actually live streaming our reactions. I believe I'll be available. Not sure about the other two guys, but we might also react with the Zelda Creator Discord server. Before we get started, the Clicky Awards are back for 2021. We've nominated over 50 games in 16 categories for you to vote on. Check out the nomination video and vote before December 23rd using the link in the description or the show notes. The Game Awards every year, I think it's a pretty fun event. Like, it might last a little long, but it's a fun event.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of does last a little long.
Well, it depends. If they bring back Whooper Watch, then it will be a fun event. You know?
I forgot that was last year.
The only time I was excited, whatever they announced, boring. Whooper, that's what I'm looking for. So
Stop getting ads. If we stop getting ads that say Nintendo Switch has games, then it'll be fun.
I thought you were just going to say if we stop getting ads, period. Like, no way we're not going to get ads.
Game Awards, but we earn
money.
no money from this event.
So I guess the first one we can look at is Best Game Direction. It's the second one you really vote for on the website. They nominated Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart.
Oh boy, how many of these games have we played? I've played none.
A big fat
None.
donut.
Definitely none.
I sense a pattern. I sense this is about to be half the video.
It might honestly be.
It could be.
To be fair,
but
I did watch the video game Donkey video on Deathloop, so I'm kind of an expert maybe a little bit, so...
thinking back to the trailer, Deathloop seemed the most interesting out of all these.
Also, the fact that I got a 10 out of 10 from IGN.
But it's IGN. I'm trying to think of I'm pretty sure recently they gave like a really low score to a game that everyone kind of liked, but I cannot remember which one it is.
Yeah, what they did was pretty controversial. I also forget what game it was, but I remember it happening.
Well. Yeah, I remember everyone getting mad at IGN, although that happens pretty consistently, so...
I remember all these games releasing, but like only It Takes Two I kept seeing. Because that was a co-op game and it was really good or something.
To be fair, I think Returnal and Ratchet & Clank kind of suffered from no one owning a PS5.
That's very true. And plus the series kind of be going on a hiatus for quite a while.
Yeah, well, Ratchet & Clank was on the PS4. Like, there was a game there.
There was one game, but that was closer to launch. And
That was like a movie tie-in, right?
yeah, you're just kind of like waiting.
To be fair, I don't think Ratchet & Clank are super iconic in general. Like, I don't really think, yes, Sony, Ratchet & Clank. But to be fair...
They used to define, like, Sony back in the days of the PS3, but I guess that...
It feels more like a vintage thing. It's like Nintendo bringing back... Actually, I can't make an example, because all Nintendo's characters have just kept going through. There's not too many...
Mother...
I guess, but they're not like game defining. It would, like my initial thought was it'd be like, imagine if Nintendo brought back Mario, but whoa, controversial opinion alert. And just real quick, what is Returnal? Because
I have no idea.
That game.
All I know is that it was decently popular on Twitter. I saw like a bunch of the people that I follow, they were talking about it, but nothing else. I didn't see any gameplay.
Yeah, and I remember hearing Psychonauts 2 is really good. I haven't beat the first game. I own it, but I just haven't beat it. I own it, quote unquote. I have the Xbox Game Pass. I actually own this game too. I just haven't touched it.
Yeah, and out of the 5, I think Deathloop is just going to win based off pure popularity.
Yeah, like awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Yeah, like Deathloop's whole thing is it's a big mechanic.
The next one would be Best Narrative, which has, again, Deathloop, It Takes Two, Psychonauts 2, and then Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, I haven't played any of these games.
Came out.
Life is Strange probably has the chance because it's it's actually meant to be a story game.
Yeah.
It might just take shape.
I think maybe Guardians of the Galaxy. I haven't played it. I think it's supposed to be mostly a story-based game, more than anything. But Life is Strange is pretty much like that. That is its whole thing. But I think I've seen zero. I don't think I've seen anyone talk about Life is Strange after it came out. Like the true.
That is a good point.
It's been almost like a silent launch.
But at the same time, I haven't seen as much buzz with like Guardians of the Galaxy compared to Avengers.
I've seen a lot more
positivity
videos for Guardians of the Galaxy. I even think It Takes Two is probably going to win it. Again, just by pure popularity.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, maybe.
I personally think it's between It Takes Two and Guardians of the Galaxy, just because it's the games I've heard the most buzz about.
We're gonna skip a bit because this one's just best score in music.
Because art direction and music is kind of like, what the heck? That's just
I have to assume that the numbers are pretty even, and it's just whoever comes up on top because it's very objective.
Like, it's probably just gonna be less of a discussion, more of a just a quick. This is who I think will win this. To be fair, I bet Psychonauts 2 will probably win art direction because those games are wild.
But best audio design, though, that's something to look at, though.
I think
compared to music.
Oh, yeah. Just real quick about score and music. I think Guardians of the Galaxy might win just because it's filled with pop songs.
Probably.
I feel like that's cheating.
Most memorable.
It is cheating, but people are not going to vote for Cyberpunk. They're going to vote for Never Gonna Give You Up.
That is very true.
In Best Audio Design, they nominated Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village and Returnal. I would personally vote for Forza Horizon 5 because that game looks crazy, sounds crazy, and it looks realistic, and it sounds realistic. Did anybody notice that they didn't nominate a Call of Duty game this year? I'm pretty sure they do that every year.
Yeah, but I think people became aware. Well, they kind of did for ongoing, but
I think I might have blocked Call of Duty out of my mind after
Call of Duty's scaling to the point where people stop caring.
I think Call of Duty just in general, it's like I've set like a filter in my brain, just in one ear, out the other. Just filter out Call of Duty.
I check every year that it's like, oh, that's the new trailer for the new one. Cool.
Yeah,
whatever.
They're sort of just having some identity crisis when you look at it. Well, that and they kill your storage.
I deleted a bunch of games recently, and I think I deleted Black Ops 3, and that was 90 gigs. And now my computer runs way faster.
I'm gonna give it to either Forza Horizon 5 or Resident Evil Village.
I kind of wish I played games with headphones, so I actually cared about audio design.
From the little that I've seen on Resident Evil Village, the sound effects of you walking around and things falling on the ground are really good. So,
but then compare that to the super realistic environments from Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, the different tires going on the different types of ground.
Yeah,
and probably if I was a car guy, I would know the difference between one engine and the other.
Best performance. Time to use my joke that I've definitely not Aaron ruined the surprise for everyone's initial reaction. Best performance is just hilarious. You look at it and you go, voice actor, voice actor, voice actor, voice actor, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a bit of a bias there.
There's a bit of a bias.
Who's going to win?
Who's going to win? A guy who voice actor, voice actor, voice actor, voice actor, or someone who's actually
not to discredit voice actors, but if I had a choice between Frank Welker and Leonardo DiCaprio, I'd probably pick Leonardo DiCaprio. Although I doubt Leonardo DiCaprio can make Scooby-Doo noises as good as Frank Welker. Like,
What?
Yeah, it's just kind of a shame. So I'm willing to bet Giancarlo Esposito is going to absolutely like destroy everything in his path.
Yeah, exactly. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Again, the Game Awards is a little bit of a popularity contest, so because he's the most recognizable, the casual crowd who will vote for this will see, hey, I know that guy.
Hey, that's the guy from The Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Look, it's Breaking Bad guy. Look at him go.
Breaking Bad guy.
The best ongoing, I guess, multiplayer games, usually. These, I don't think have changed in a while. We've got Apex Legends, Final Fantasy, what is that, 14?
Yeah.
Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and Warzone.
I think there's a good chance. I think Fortnite will just keep winning. I'm not sure. I don't think Fortnite has like a streak anymore. I think it was broken last year or something. But the fact that like the more years that go on, the stupider Fortnite gets. Like, how many of these games you shoot Naruto in?
It's true,
bro. I've seen Morty from Rick and Morty get shotgunned in the face by Thanos, while you look to your right and see Naruto just doing the default dance.
Imagine going on Call of Duty Warzone and seeing Naruto. Never possible.
Get out of here.
And
I will be so cursed.
I think the closest we got to that in Warzone was the Scream mask for Halloween. Which is kind of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's just funny though, like looking Apex Legends, Final Fantasy, Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Warzone, all of kind of boring pictures. Like only one of these has some girl, Carnage, and a monkey with a gun. Like
True.
But Fortnite is still the same. Even though they try to innovate. Like they gave it more of an adventure aspect to it, but like how much is that gonna add to the game?
I'm just willing to bet Fortnite will stay on top for like the foreseeable future and online games.
Genshin Impact though, like I think I remember back at launch when people were like very happy that this game, like the gacha system in this game was done so much better than pretty much any other gacha there was.
I think Genshin Impact had a huge launch. Like all my friends were playing it. Like everyone I saw playing it, I don't see anyone touching Genshin Impact anymore. Also, I am very sorry for the bird noises. Normally around this time, birds conked out fast asleep, but apparently something's going on now.
And again, I think this like best ongoing is again a popularity contest, but like each of these games have their own like group of people. Like Apex Legends, you got the people who don't like Fortnite or Call of Duty. You got in Final Fantasy, you got the people who went out of World of Warcraft because Final Fantasy got really popular this year because of that. Fortnite, you got the 12-year-olds. Genshin Impact, no offense. Genshin Impact is actually incredibly popular still.
Just not in North America.
They don't branch out too well into the regular gaming industry.
That's very true.
And then Call of Duty Warzone, you got the casuals.
I think Apex got a bit of bad rep though. When you think back to like with the crossplay stuff, you know, when the Switch port came out, everyone was so mad.
I didn't really hear much about it. I heard that like the latest update was really bad, and like EA did something really bad, and then on Steam the reviews got down to mixed. Which I don't know what happened there. Like I played it for like a few months and it was really fun. I think I voted for Apex just because I don't want anything else to win. So we can skip ahead, I'd say, down to Best Action Adventure. It's quite the jump, but it's a little bit more relevant.
Let's see here.
We got Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, first Nintendo game so far. Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank, and Resident Evil Village. By the action side...
Am I the only one who's played Metroid Dread here?
You definitely.
All right.
Like, I don't know how much of an adventure the other games are.
I would assume Ratchet and Clank most adventure out of all of these.
But I haven't
played. Yeah, but I guess that's. I mean, Metroid Dread kind of is as well. Like, okay, I guess
in a different way.
In a different way,
Metroid Dread probably fits action adventure the least.
Yeah, it's more of
when I think action adventure, I think kind of like the third person adventure games, like
third person,
like a Batman Arkham or a Uncharted or something. That's kind of what I think with action adventure.
I don't think you guys played any RPGs this year.
I could just quickly say either Shin Megami Tensei 5 or Monster Hunter Rise. All I know is that they're super popular in Japan, so they're probably gonna have some impact here. And you probably expect Persona 5 rub off on Shin Megami Tensei 5, so there's that.
Who in their right mind is voting for Cyberpunk as the best role-playing game? Why is it even nominated? That's insane.
It apparently did get a lot better.
At least from what I've seen, it got better, but it's still not good. Like, I think they need to put more time in it and like No Man's Sky, the game almost. Yeah, pretty much reboot the game to make it relevant again. Yeah, I don't play RPGs very often unless it's Pokemon, and I don't see Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on here for some reason.
It is nominated in our category.
That's true.
Actually, in a separate category, but
fighting games. We look at the fighting games. We have a friend who, is obsessed with fighting games, and that's his expertise.
Yeah. So we got Demon Slayer, the fighting game. That's a long title. I'm not gonna say that. Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood, Type Lumina,
Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl,
and Virtual Fighter 5, which I'm pretty sure is a remake, but it could be wrong.
It is a remake because I remember playing the original on PS3 with said friend who I kicked his ass in, even though he's usually good at fighting games.
Only one of these games has Garfield in it. I'm just putting that out there.
You're not
only one of them.
Only one of these games is like Smash.
Or we'll have Garfield on Thursday. Only one of these games will have Garfield on Thursday.
I think Nick is gonna win. Like that's gonna be the fan win.
Yeah.
Just because.
Guilty Gear Strive probably deserves it the most.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear was very anticipated, so it.
The next one on the list is Best Family, also known as Best Nintendo Game, but not this year.
You know what? I really hate this category. It's just like, what's the point of saying family if it's just gonna be Nintendo?
Well, they have It Takes Two this year.
That's true. But some of these games, can you even call them family games? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
once again,
Mario Party is a friendly game, a family game. I don't know.
Pokemon Snap is not a family game. You can't just pass it on to a friend and play it.
I'm sure, like two siblings, you might be able to, but
I mean, they pulled the same thing with Paper Mario last year. You can't play that with your family because they'll ruin your save file.
That's true.
Actually, insane that Nintendo just owns family every year. It makes sense, but like 4 out of 5 nominations are Nintendo, which is crazy. Also, Pokemon Snap is a weird choice. Just putting that out there. The game was good. I enjoyed it, but is
that a family game?
Pokemon Snap.
Is that a family game?
I think family game just means game for kids.
I know, they could have just called it games for younger ages.
I don't know. It's just weird because Pokemon Snap, like, it is a game, and the game was fun. It's just like it's like a one and done
thing. Yeah, it's kind of like they kind of just put it out for the fans who wanted it.
Also, 3D World and Bowser's Fury kind of is unfortunate. Like, you imagine being It Takes Two, and now you're up against 5 Nintendo games technically.
Yeah, that's true. That is technically 2 games.
I think Bowser's Fury is the correct choice here because it's Bowser's Fury, which is not only a good game, but you also get 3D World.
That's pretty much just exactly. Like, there's no competition.
Bang for your buck.
Well, see, I think Mario Party might win this. First of all, based on pure popularity, but
I think Mario Party is more recognizable.
Plus, there's a lot of nostalgia with Mario Party. It's basically like how do you classify it? It's not I wouldn't say it's a remake or reimagining because it's multiple games, but at the same time,
I think it's a bundle collection kind of thing.
Conglomerate remake where you have like the same game but across reimagining. Let's call it that.
Multiplayer. I think Knockout City deserves it, but I think Back 4 Blood will probably win.
I don't know about that. Like, all of these games are insanely popular, but like they were sporadic in the year. Like they got super popular on like Twitch, Steam, etc. And then like fell off within at least 2 weeks. Like exactly what happened in New World, Valheim, didn't really see that with the rest. Knockout City got a lot of sponsorships because it had EA money behind it. And then Back 4 Blood, I honestly forgot it released this year.
Yeah, they kind of hyped it, and then the hype's kind of disappeared after that.
I think Knockout City will definitely not win, but I think it deserves it the most because that game is kind of sick.
I think It Takes Two is probably going to win that.
Content Creator of the Year. Wow, I can't wait to know 2 of the people.
Dream.
Yeah, Dream.
He's winning.
Dream is 100% going to win. It's like not even a competition.
It's a popularity contest.
To be fair, I think Dream honestly might not win because Dream and Fusely, I don't really know. They're kind of splitting the North America votes. Meanwhile, the other 3 kind of have their own region that's all gonna funnel in all their votes towards them. There's a chance Dream might not win, but he's probably going to win.
I think Dream is just going to win because of pure popularity. Remember, there are so many North Americans.
It's true.
And Europeans that speak English. So
there's gonna be there's gonna be
Content Creator of the Year is always so funny. I know you're always trying to incorporate everyone. Has 2021 really been Dream's year? I feel like 2020 was the year of Dream.
Yeah,
it's a little late.
Definitely 2020. I think Dream only streamed on Twitch this year like 3 times. And like when he played games with other content creators, he didn't stream. So
I think this would just be a fun little one to who do you think who's your content creator of the year? Not including us, because it's obviously us. Yeah.
Mega.
Well, wait, Nathan, what was it?
Sonic Mega.
Sonic Mega. Do you actually actively watch his streams?
No, I don't. I'm too busy with school.
I can't imagine you guys are available enough to watch content creators.
Yeah.
I watch that's like my downfall. I waste so much time watching YouTube. It's insane. I think I've blown off recording the podcast a couple times because I wanted to watch YouTube instead. But I think my content creator of the year is probably Ludwig. Like, he's not my favorite one. I think my favorite content creator to watch right now is Atrioc, but I think Ludwig has had the best year by far out of like most content creators.
See, I really liked Ludwig in 2020, but I don't know, something just fell off for me, and he's not really my favorite anymore. But like, as his friends branched off, like Atrioc is top tier content. Like, he has informative content. He's funny.
I think Ludwig, you know how before his videos, he always kind of like talks directly to you, like explaining what the video is going to be about.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I think as soon as that happened, that's kind of like a falling off point to like I don't love watching these videos. It's like I'll watch it if it's an interesting idea, but I don't know. It almost becomes corporate in a way, even though that doesn't make much sense because he's like talking directly to you. It feels, I don't know, weird. But I think he has had the best year because subathon and stuff.
And then now he's on YouTube.
Now he's on YouTube and got banned like 3 times or something.
I think my other content creators of the year are probably Connor Eats Pants. He's just really, really funny. He's kind of in the group of Ludwig and that group. And then Mizkif, he's golden. He's funny.
You're just dark jokes, picking the Twitch golden boys right now, apparently.
Hey, I'm sorry. They're a golden boy for a reason. They're funny.
I think my top 3 content creators at the moment, it's probably Atrioc, Simple Flips, and I'm having trouble picking a third one here. I watch way too much YouTube apparently. You know what? Let's go for Scott the Woz, even though I don't watch him super often.
Let's go with Scott. Yeah, Scott the Woz deserves it.
Doesn't he have a TV show now?
Or he doesn't have a TV show, but his videos are being aired on Adult Swim.
I thought that was a joke.
No, he also got a Monopoly game made. Like he got Scott the Woz official Monopoly. That's insane.
Now I want to buy it.
You can. It's sold out. Sold out immediately. It was a charity event thing. Like he partnered with Hasbro for a charity event. Really cool. Anyway, stop thinking about under other content creators. Subscribe. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder which one Nathan's most anticipated game will be.
Oh, I wonder.
I wonder which one it could possibly be.
I wonder which one's going to be. Maybe it's the one that got exclusivity after some really poor announcement.
Yeah, Starfield is 100% going to lose.
Yeah, because that was such a disappointment. They
I actually don't know what my most anticipated. My most anticipated game right now is Pokemon Legends Arceus, but that's just because I'm a shill.
That game has potential, but
I'm just a shill that eats up Pokemon.
Elden Ring,
Elden Ring. The thing I have seen Elden Ring
is with the gameplay that people like. It's there's no issue with the game, but I think some people criticize based off the beta. Some people criticize how the exploration just doesn't feel natural because the game was so focused on combat rather than exploring. It's an open world game, but that's pretty much it. It's just an open world Dark Souls. Like, what else can I say?
I'm still surprised Elden Ring won last year.
I know. I was really disappointed.
I honestly didn't know what Elden Ring was until it won last year. It's almost as if the Game Awards are some sort of marketing scheme.
Ooh.
Yeah, I felt that. Okay, last year kind of felt rigged, but I wouldn't want to get into that. God of War. I
don't know much about. It looks hype. I think it's the last of a trilogy, kind of. They said.
Yeah. Oh, fighting against Thor.
What trilogy? I thought there was
Norse mythology.
There's technically only 2, but they said it would be the end of the trilogy. Like trilogy, the Norse trilogy. So
I'm not sure what's God of War the trilogy. Are they doing Halloween 2018 where it's the first one counted, but we're gonna
I don't know.
Now this one's the new second. Anyway,
they were alluding to making a new trilogy with different gods, which
different mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll just go kill a bunch of other mythologies. That's fine.
And unless we care about esports, I think it's Game of the Year time.
We're not even there yet. Hold on.
Wait, what? Where are you?
Back up. You forgot to back up.
Where?
Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, you're still talking about most anticipated game. Sorry, I thought we were done.
Yeah.
I have not played the other Horizon games. I have no input here. Actually, I played a little bit of the first one, but I haven't gotten very far.
Same. I've played maybe 10 hours. I did not know what the heck I was doing. I got stuck. But it was fun for what I've played.
Did you say it was painful because you couldn't climb like you could in Breath of the Wild?
That too.
So you think this game is not going to get it because it's going to be different?
Well, I don't know. For the original game, I felt like it was too clunky. Same with PlayStation games in general. For me, all of them feel clunky. The button inputs for some of the games are just wrong.
Well, there is one exception.
Who isn't hyped for the sequel to Breath of the Wild? Give us a name drop at least.
I personally right now I'm excited for other people to be excited for Breath of the Wild, but I haven't played the first game, and I'm okay, they're making a second one. That's kind of what But also, I'm just not a very Zelda-y person, as you can probably expect from November.
The sequel to Breath of the Wild. I don't need to explain myself because just look at mine. Yeah, it's too obvious at this point. But we know the least about this game compared to the other ones, which adds to that level of anticipation. And I think, well, I'll mention this later, but you've heard rumors about which game would be the big reveal at the end of the awards. Maybe this could be it.
And we'll talk about that right after we talk about the game of the year.
You have Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
What a snorefest.
Yeah. Wow, it's crazy how apparent no games came out this year or something.
Crazy that we had a pandemic the previous year, so game developers couldn't make any games. Wow.
2022 is probably going to be crazy.
Well, just get Breath of the Wild 2 again, boom. Popular. Metroid Dread is also a contender. I'll leak it now. It's kind of winning our vote, but...
Leaking? What's this? Spider-Man No Way Home?
I will say it's not by a long shot. It's like quite the toss-up between the four we nominated.
I do think our nominations in general better than these nominations. Just gonna put that out there.
Is that biased?
I'm actually saying that, and I haven't checked the ours in a while. I'm just assuming. I don't actually remember what we nominated.
Do you guys think that Forza got snubbed in the Game of the Year? Because
that game
could have won.
I think
it had a lot of potential.
Like I remember saying, it's just like I don't think Forza is a game you get immersed in a way. Like it's more of
it's not.
John, play the game.
It's just a very, very well done racing game. That's it's not overly crazy in that sense.
What announcements do you think there will be? Now, I will preface this. Every single year, Jeff Keighley, he's like, hey guys, we got like 4 to 5 great big game announcements that I've been working with for the last 5 years or so. And then it completely disappoints every single time, except for like maybe 1 or 2 instances.
Hey guys, I remember I'm working with these massive games this year. That's why I'm excited to announce RPG number 3455, made by, I don't know, Square Enix.
Never heard of us.
There's gonna be like The Rock coming up to show. The Rock is gonna come on stage and announce some Fortnite spin-off featuring his character.
The Rock goes on stage announcing Fortnite. Vin Diesel comes on stage talking more about Ark, and then they get into a fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in Ark.
Yeah,
you're right.
Who wins in a fight?
Get into a fight.
Fortnite Vin Diesel or Ark?
Other way.
Oh wait, Fortnite Rock or Ark Vin Diesel?
Fortnite.
That's so dumb.
You know what?
What's the guy in Far Cry? Anyways, the number one thing I think I kind of in movie era because they want to promote some video game movies. Probably,
I know what you're.
It could be two things.
Chris
Pratt Mario voice reveal.
Either Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's gonna come up on stage
or Sonic.
That's the Mario movie.
I think
Chris Pratt versus. I don't remember the actor for Sonic's name.
I don't remember either. But I think it's more likely we see a Sonic trailer.
And they fight.
Nah, we already pitched a.
Yeah, I think we're more likely to see a sequel for the Sonic movie, which I believe is 2022.
It's true. Actually, I think they're very likely not to bring up Sonic voice actor, and probably they're more likely to bring up Idris Elba Knuckles.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's a fight I'm willing to see.
Right.
Get away, Rock versus Vin Diesel. I want to see Chris Pratt beat up Idris Elba. Anyway, I have a kind of slight feeling that some weird green elf guy might be getting a second game or something. That might show up.
Yeah. He's not green anymore. He's not green anymore. He's blue now.
Actually, he's like all hair,
bluish green. All hair, bluish green.
Pay like $80 for Breath of the Wild 2. Link falls from the sky, hits the ground, and dies. That's the whole game.
Game over. Ragdoll.
So funny.
Ragdoll. This is what you waited 3 years for, huh? Yeah. Realistic falling from the sky simulator, 2022.
Now, I think we kind of discussed this in the community Discord, like what the likelihood of us seeing Breath of the Wild 2 showing up. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I said it was a solid 33% chance. I think it's getting lower the closer we get, only because people really want to see it. And the game almost doesn't have to market itself now, but of course Nintendo has to market it. It's hype, and it'll just become more marketing. If they release,
it'll have to come eventually.
Yeah, if they name drop it at an event like this, like give it a name, then it might get overshadowed by, I don't know, Metroid Dread winning Game of the Year, or
you think is Breath of the Wild 2 gonna get a name reveal? I think
eventually.
I don't know why. I just have like a feeling that Breath of the Wild 2 sounds like something that will.
Very rarely do they ever use 2 in a Zelda subtitle.
I think very rarely does a Zelda game get a sequel.
Actually, that's a lie. There's a lot of sequels.
Well, directly, I would say.
Yeah, there's a lot of direct sequels out there.
Like what? Majora's Mask? Other than like
Majora's
a side
Mask,
game.
Phantom Hourglass, technically Spirit Tracks, Link's Awakening, Oracle games if you consider them together. Yeah, that's
this seems
Zelda
like
2, obviously. Breath of the Wild 2.
I feel like half of those aren't, other than Majora's Mask. Other than Majora's Mask, the other ones, they don't feel like a big name Zelda game getting a sequel.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, but once again, they rarely ever give number 2 in their. And like sometimes localization takes away the number 2 as well. Like the Japanese version of Link's Awakening, A Link Between Worlds, it had a number 2 because it was supposed to be Triforce of Gods 2, which was the Japanese title for A Link to the Past. In the English version, they took away that number and gave it a completely different name.
I guess you are the Zelda expert, so I'll hide in my corner and cry probably.
Sorry, I just think it's gonna get a different. Well, they're gonna have to name drop it soon.
But when it's called Breath of the Wild 2, I will gloat. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, you will gloat.
I will.
You will say, "I told you so."
I actually don't know what they'd call it.
Again, like when Nintendo shows off a new name, it's always like awkward for the first couple weeks, and then it gets normal. Like Breath of the Wild did not roll off the tongue at all when it was first revealed, but now it does.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't talking.
Fine. I was just gonna say it's like a Pokemon game where they announce Sword and Shield, and you're like, you just pick 2 random objects, and you're like, oh yeah, Swish, that one.
Are you sure they didn't? That's a Sword and Shield.
And then now they picked up 2 different subtitles and tried to combine them into one big title.
Pokemon Book and Quill.
Pokemon Legends. Oh wait, no, sorry. Pokemon Arceus. Wait, no, never mind. We're just gonna call it Pokemon Legends : Arceus.
Well, yeah, they have to set up for the sequel. They have to set up for like Pokemon Legends Celebi or something.
If it's a sub-series if this is a sub-series that does better than the main series, then that'd be very funny, but also not surprising.
At what? Pokemon Legends Mewtwo? Actually, wait.
Mewtwo? No, it couldn't be Mewtwo.
That's just Pokemon the movie, but in a game now.
And also because Mewtwo was created, technically.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be in the past. It can be like modern day, and you're like,
what if they just go far future?
Ooh.
Holy crap. That would be like
the original. That'd be actually cool.
Future of like Kanto and Johto.
Oh,
hey, you know what?
Be hyped for Pokemon possibilities.
Hey, you know what?
I'm just gonna be disappointed.
What if they were to follow up on Black and White's ending?
Please,
and go with N. go with a story that's focused on N.
They're now playing as N or something.
You could play as N, or you could, yeah, something like that. Oh, that would actually be a very interesting spin-off. Not gonna lie, like if they follow up with that story.
Thank you for joining us and discussing our prediction for the Game Awards 2021. We'd love it if you could follow us on Twitter and listen to future episodes on Spotify and iTunes. Join our community Discord server to continue today's discussion, and we'll see you next time on the Switch Clicks podcast.